Once upon a time, in a land far beyond the distant peaks, nestled between moonlit mountains and valleys draped in mist, there was a quiet village called Silver Pines. This little village was known for its breathtaking views of the high, whispering mountains and a sky so clear that each night the moon cast a silvery glow that seemed to wrap the entire world in gentle light. In Silver Pines, there lived a young shepherd named Arin. Arin loved the mountains with all his heart, and each evening he would climb up to the higher meadows with his flock of sheep to watch the stars. The townspeople said the moon shone a little brighter on him, for he would sit for hours, gazing up at the sky, dreaming of far-off lands and magical creatures. He had heard tales of the secret enchantments that filled the mountains, of spirits that danced in moonbeams, and of wise beings who could transform into animals under the moonlight. One night, as Arin lay under the great open sky, a glimmer of blue light caught his eye. Startled, he watched as the light wove through the trees and seemed to beckon him closer. Curiosity brimming, he rose, wrapped himself in his woolen cloak, and quietly followed the light up a narrow, winding path that he had never noticed before. The trail led him higher and higher until he reached a hidden glade at the mountain's peak, where a shimmering lake reflected the full moon above. And there, standing at the edge of the lake, was a figure cloaked in silver. As Arin approached, he realized it was a young woman, her skin glowing with the same light as the moon, her eyes deep and kind, like the night sky. "Welcome, Arin," she said in a voice that sounded like a soft breeze. "I am Lyra, the guardian of the Moon Lake." Arin was astonished. "How do you know my name?" he asked. "I know all who walk these mountains," she replied with a gentle smile. "For centuries, I have watched over this lake, and I have seen you, night after night, dreaming under the stars." Lyra gestured toward the lake, and as Arin looked closer, he saw an image forming in its depths, a vision of the village, its fields golden with harvest, and people gathered together, laughing. But then, shadows crept in, and the people began to look troubled, as though something important was slipping away from them. "This village," Lyra said softly, "is under a spell of forgetting. Over the years, they have lost their memories of the magic that lives in these mountains. Soon, they will forget even the stars. They will forget the moonlit songs, the ancient tales of our kind, and the beauty of the mountains themselves." "But why?" Arin asked, his heart heavy. He couldn't imagine the people losing their love for the mountains, for they were the very heart of Silver Pines. "A dark spirit has taken root here," Lyra explained, "and it thrives on lost dreams and forgotten memories. But there is a way to break its spell." She knelt by the lake and picked up a small, silver pebble, smooth and shining as if it held a piece of the moon itself. She handed it to Arin. "This is the heartstone of the mountain," she said. "With this, you can speak to the spirits of the mountain. They remember everything. But you must journey to the peaks, beyond the highest point, to the Cave of Echoes, where memories are kept. Only there can you ask them to restore what has been lost." Arin's heart raced, but he nodded resolutely. He would do anything to save his village. Bidding farewell to Lyra, he began his journey through the night, climbing higher than he had ever dared to go. The mountains were steep and shadowed, but the heartstone glowed softly in his hand, lighting his way through the darkness. At last, after many hours, he reached the Cave of Echoes. Inside, he could hear soft murmurs, whispers of the past, voices of those who had once walked these trails, their songs and stories preserved in the cool air. Arin held the heartstone tightly and spoke aloud, "O spirits of the mountains, I ask for your help. My village has lost its memories of magic, of the moon, of you. Please, return what has been taken." A soft, humming sound filled the cave, and suddenly, the air was alive with swirling lights, glimpses of past dances, songs of joy, the laughter of children, and the warmth of old firesides. All the forgotten memories of Silver Pines flowed around him, shining with a light as soft as the moon. The spirit voices answered, their tone kind and wise. "Because you remember, Arin, we will return what was lost. Go back to your people, and when the moon rises, their hearts will awaken to the magic of this place once more." Arin returned to Silver Pines just as dawn broke. He felt a calm joy, knowing that tonight, under the light of the moon, his village would be free of the dark spirit's hold. That evening, as the moon rose over the mountains, the villagers gathered outside, marveling at the stars and the soft glow that seemed to bathe the land. Some even swore they heard faint music, like echoes of a long-lost song. The people of Silver Pines felt a gentle warmth fill their hearts, a sense of wonder that had been gone for so long it felt new again. And as for Arin, he became known as the dreamer of the mountains, the one who, in the stillness of the night, reminded his people of the magic that lies beneath the stars. Each night after, he climbed to his favorite spot on the mountainside, where he knew that somewhere, Lyra watched over him, her light forever guiding him. And so, Silver Pines returned to a land of dreams and enchantments, where every night the moon lit up the mountains, and the villagers remembered the beauty of the world that had been waiting for them all along.